This is what I call peaceful. Not a single car horn or mouthy coworker to drive one of us nuts. Just you, me, and the embrace of nature. Oh, come on. Hiking in the woods isn't that bad. I think we're gonna run into a bear or Leatherface or something. Babe, seriously, the most threatening thing in our area is coyotes, and they're generally going to avoid the noisy, naked bears that can make fire. Us, baby, the noisy bears are us. Well, I said naked because to them, we look like that, since we have no fur. Pretty sure most animals avoid humans just because they think we have mange or something. Did you just call me mangy? I know that's just mean, baby. Nuh-uh, you're gonna have to make up for it if you expect forgiveness for that one. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure you'll know how to make up for it. Think hard enough. I guess that'll do for now. I forgive you, baby. And here we are. This is that little clearing I was talking about. Pretty nice view of the lake, just down the hill, relatively flat ground. All you have to do is figure out how we want to set up. Well, we can start with the tent. I think we can set it up underneath that tree well enough. Nah, I'm not all that worried about branches falling. I've had this tent for a while, and it's a hard shell roof, so it's a little heavier, but it's worth it if it means not getting hit in the head while I'm trying to sleep, right? Yeah, I ended up buying it a while back after my uncle told me about this time he went out camping and there was a freak hailstorm. Said his little pop tent ended up collapsing on him. He had no choice but to just sit there and tolerate being pelted. Dad said he was like a polka dot rug for a week with the welts he had. Well, once we have this thing set up, I can find some stones from the tree line and make a decent fire pit right about there. Close enough to the tent, but far enough away to avoid stray embers. Trust me, open fire cooking out in the woods is the best. Especially if I can get some of the sticks from the right tree, a few spices over what I'm cooking, and let it roast a bit. I mean, yeah, of course I brought some spices from the kitchen. Much as a foodie as I tend to be, you'd think I wouldn't. I mean, even if I didn't have them, pretty sure I could find some wild thyme or sage around here. Well, I'm sure because I have before. I know most wouldn't guess it, but I spent a lot of time out in the woods, camping with my dad when I was growing up. Always loved being out away from the city and foraging for things that we needed. Of course, Dad was a big wilderness survival guy, so I guess it sort of came naturally. You want me to show you how to cook over it? I mean, yeah, I'd be happy to show you. Anything you want to learn, I'm happy to share, babe. Aw, you think me being willing to teach you is cute. You're gonna make me blush, you keep saying things like that, baby. I'm sure you'll get tired of it at some point, though. No, you won't, huh? Let's just see how long it takes before I end up chewing through that bountiful patience of yours. Here, help me finish setting up the tent, and I can show you how to track down some of the local herbs and the like before we totally lose daylight. Just in time. Man, I got so fixated on the things we kept finding, I did not think about how far we got away from the camp. It's a good thing we made it back before sundown, though. Once it gets dark in the woods, it's like finding your way through traffic blind. I mean, yeah, I have a couple of flashlights, but it's still recommendable to not be out when your vision is extremely limited. I mean, now that we've built a good appetite, I can show you my campfire tricks for cooking, and we can enjoy the meal. Let me just get these stones in place and the fire lit. Now, see these thinner sticks? If I shave down the bark on them a little bit, whittle down one tip, we can use them as skewers for the meat I brought, and even some of this chicken of the woods we found. Why are you laughing at me? No, I'm serious. That's actually what they call this mushroom. I guess I did find it pretty funny the first time I heard it myself. Anyway, dab the meat with some water, soak these sticks, rub some herbs on the meat, skewer them on these sticks along with some of this mushroom. And we just let them roast for a bit while we watch the stars. Yeah, I guess you can say I'm pretty used to this. I've honestly debated coming out here and doing some bushcraft, build a proper shelter so I don't have to rely on a tent and all that. It would be kind of nice to make my own little cabin out here or something, Well, I know it sounds like a lot of work, but it's kind of part of the fun. Besides, with the right tricks, even making a little sunroof-esque part to watch the sky from without ever leaving the little handcrafted den. Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard, especially worth the effort considering that I know how much you like to stargaze. I mean, it's nice and relaxing, but I can't say I know all that much about stars and constellations myself. Maybe you could teach me? Not much else we can do while we wait for everything to cook. That smile is so damn cute. Well, let's go ahead and get comfortable, and then you can start telling me all about it.